What's up, Yesterland toy fans? I'm Neil, aka The Mundus, and you're probably already wondering, why do you got that shit-eating grin on your face, right? Why do you have that smirk? So, I went and did something yesterday after I did our Origins video that I have always said I would never do, and that was go buy Masters of the Universe Revelations action figures. Okay, I said I would never do it. It means nothing to me. It says nothing to do with the history and the nostalgia of the retro stuff. And I can hear it now. You guys are gonna be shit talking me in the comments, and that's okay. But without further ado, the reveal is here. That's right. I bought Revelation figures, and yeah. So call me a poser, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. I couldn't pass up the deal. I saw them in Target. They were on sale at a price point of like $13.19 a figure. I went back, I price checked them. 2 of them rang up that way. The other ones were coming back not found in system, which were Faker and Fisto and Stinkor. And when I took them up to the counter, the guy goes, well, you're gonna have to go over to guest relations. So I go over to guest relations, guest services, and boom, lo and behold, they get them to pull up, but they don't pull up at $13.19. They pull up with $9.99. So it really solidified me in wanting to purchase them. Not because, oh, I need them. It was crap. You're sucking me in, Mattel. I need to do a toy review on them, even though I'm a little late to the party on it. They've already been done by other content creators. But I was like, crap, for the price, yes, they don't mean anything to me, but it was worth giving it a shot. So, yep, I went and got Revelations, Masterverse action figures. I got 6 of them. I already gave you a couple hints on who I got, so I won't keep you anymore. Without further ado, let's check this toy review out. We're checking out Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, Revelations, Netflix series, cartoon now that's currently out there. And I'm gonna be going over 6 of the action figures. But before we start, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button up in the right-hand corner. And as always, I appreciate it when you share my videos with the rest of the folks in your toy community and your friends. I'll see you on the other side. All right, guys, so back on the other side of the camera, and here we go. We got him out of the package. And as you can see, I ended up picking up, what was it, 2, 4, 6 characters. I meant to mention before we were on this side of the camera, I went back out today to another Target to see if I could find any of the other ones, which I did. I found Evelyn, I found Beastman, I found Mossman, and I found, I think that was it. That's all I found. Anyways, I rang those up, and those didn't come up for that $13.19 price point, and they sure as heck didn't come up for $9.99. So I ended up walking away and leaving those on the shelf. But yeah, so anyways, this is what I got. This is what we're going to start with, and hopefully I might be able to help some of you all in your selection process if you thought you were going to want to pick these up. There are definitely some cool characteristics here. There are definitely some characteristics and things about these I do not like. So let's get into it. All right, well, as you can tell, I've got them lined up here, and let's go ahead and address the white elephant in the room, and that's going to be Stinkor. I had big hopes for this character. I really did. I was hoping he would be one of the ones I was like, yeah, this is cool, because I always wanted him as a kid in the Origins line, and in the original retro line when I was a kid growing up in the 80s, and It never happened. And then I was fortunate to get him in the Origins line. So, yeah. When I got him, I was kind of stoked. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'll pay $9.99 for this guy. And then I get him, and I tell you guys about him. I'm picking these up, and then I get him out of the package, and I'm not going to lie, just totally disappointed. Like I said, there are some cool features with it. I mean, his little Stinkor gas mask does go over his mouth. We have the alternate head here. It doesn't affect it too much. Just looks like his teeth and all that are, you know, kind of like he's grinning or whatnot. And then we get his 2 alternate hands, which are nice. But they make absolutely no sense because he doesn't have any weapons. And why give him a weapons hand to hold something when he doesn't have a weapon? I guess he could borrow one of the other guys. So other than that, the figure itself is cool, right? He's not a bad looking figure. He's got some volume. He's got some weight. And let's do our measurement on these. These guys, I believe, are standing at roughly, these guys are standing at right around like 7 inches, give or take. And then they have some decent volume, right? They have some decent volume and weight. They're ranging anywhere from, let me get this on here. Let's see here, get it over to pounds. And these guys are setting in at 6.0 ounces, if that is correct. Yeah, they're setting in at 6.0 ounces. So, I mean, they got some decent weight to them, but when it comes down to it, Stinkor, I haven't figured it out. I've tried moving his knees around, whatnot. I cannot get him to stand. And I think a lot of it comes back to either A, he's going to have to tilt forward off center like this and be off balance. I guess that's how we're going to have to do it, because he's got these funky feet with these big balls and on the indentation of his feet here, and he just doesn't stand. And to me, that looks stupid. It looks dumb. So I had high hopes for him, but overall, he's a cool figure. Standing wise, he's going to be hard to pose. And how I had him laying, I guess that goes with the cartoon, right? He was found in the trash when he was coming out of it, that junk pile. So pose him that way. He does come with the neat little accessory backpack here with his traditional, what I call the mecha neck chest shield. He's got his gas and all that. I mean, he's got this rubber loincloth and all, which is cool. Like I said, the figure is sculpted overall very well. It's just, yeah, he's gonna be one of those hard ones to pose. You know, he doesn't really stand very well, and at any little slight bump, he's gonna go over. So, anyways, so that's Stinkor. So moving forward and checking the man, the myth, the legend himself, He-Man. He-Man actually is not, sculpted too bad. Again, I believe he's sitting in around, right around 7 inches, 7 and maybe a quarter. He's looking pretty good. He don't look too bad. The only thing I have and a complaint with him, with his hair and his body, he almost looks like he has jaundice. I would have rather seen them go with, say, Fisto's skin flesh tone on He-Man's body to make him look. He's just got this really yellowy look to him. And his head, to me, is a little off proportion. And I know some guys are doing some custom head stuff on him, fixing him up. But, overall, he poses fine. And his sword looks great. His shield looks great. But these guys are a little top heavy. They do. If you don't get them just right, their feet do not balance just right on the surface. They kind of elevate and things like that. So however you're going to display these, pretty sure they're gonna fall over time. Now, He-Man's sword is a little loose. His arms are a little loose here, but it's not a, you know, it's, I guess it's not necessarily a deal breaker. But anyways, He-Man's not bad, but he just looks like he's got jaundice, in my opinion. So moving on, we have, I'm going to stick him over here off camera. We'll move right into Skeletor. Skeletor comes with his staff and the ring staff, 2 extra hands. Skeletor, I wasn't thrilled with this variation of Skeletor. This was one that I didn't get all excited about when this cartoon came out. I will say his Havoc staff is pretty cool. The sculpt of the ram's head and all that is really, really cool. I'll give him credit on that. And the staff itself. But Skeletor, I just wasn't fond of him. You know, I didn't really think he did all that well, or they did all that well on him. But he's not like horrible. He's just not one of my favorites. Excuse me, get that to focus there. But he's got a cool head. I wish they would have given us another head and given us more like a traditional bone head, but updated, if that makes sense, to match this this character. So he's not bad. He poses well, but I don't care for this variation of him. And then let's move over here into Fisto. Fisto comes with two extra hands. He comes kind of like with another flat open hand, and then he comes with the thunder punch, like I said thunder punch, fist punch, close punch hand. He was a little hard to get to pose right out of package again, but I had to twist and make his legs work for me. But his fist. And that's the other thing. The articulation in all these is pretty decent. Again, they're going to be in that action pose, so their arms are always going to come out. You can't bring them down to their side. There's just no room for it because of the chest plate here. The arm just can't come down. You'd have to remove it. There's no spring mechanism in that hand, you know, so I don't think. Doesn't seem like it. I guess it kind of is. The sword is sculpted really nice. Kind of got that classic traditional Fisto sword like. His head is awesome. I mean, he's got a good head sculpt. I'll give him that. He's got the tunic. The little growing loincloth piece. And I like that feature because it's rubber. I do like that. It makes it easier to move the figure around and all that. So maybe playing with these a little bit more, they might open up. But again, I think his flesh tone would have been better on He-Man. He-Man just looks like he's got jaundice to me. So I'm going to set him back over here. And then we're going to move into Faker He-Man. And again, he's kind of got that jaundice-y feeling going on, but he's got pretty good sculpt here. I like how they show the robot coming through the flesh as it's torn off, you know. I do like that. That's pretty cool. I'll give him credit on that. His hair's dirty, you know. He's still got the red eyes, and he poses pretty decent. You know, and it's on his back here. They got it coming down. It just didn't stop on the front. So he's got a pretty cool face sculpt. But what also makes it cool is you get these 2 extra heads. And so when I got these for $9, I was like, holy crap, that's a steal. So when you're getting an action figure for that price, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah. Anyways, so try to get that head on. There we go. So you got the robot head here for He-Man. He's still got, or Faker, he's still got the red eyes. Kind of got that Terminator vibe going on. Or you can go to the posable as he's turning, if we remember from the cartoon, the episode, or he hadn't quite changed right into Faker yet, but he's still got the red eyes. But that head doesn't make sense with the opened robot here in him. You would need him almost looking like He-Man again, or you can get another He-Man and switch him out and turn him into an all-flesh faker before he was exposed into this. But you do get the classic chest piece like Skeletor has. You can put that on, take the He-Man chest piece off. So not a bad deal. You get the faker He-Man battle shield. It's the exact same thing as the He-Man one. I would have liked to have seen them kind of done it a little bit different, just to make it a little bit more unique. Maybe offset it a little bit. But, you know, I mean, for the price of $10, I'm kind of like, oh, these aren't too bad, you know. Will I get the whole line? I don't know. And I still haven't decided if I'm going to keep these or not. So, but my best one so far, and I think he is the best at least out of these 6, and that's going to be Skeletor as the Skelegod. He, to me, they did an awesome job on. They really knocked it out of the park on this. You get those 2 extra hands, you get the sword, you get a nice weighted fabric cape here with these little plastic pieces, these plastic diamonds, half diamonds, and it basically lays the cape down. And for the price, this was a good deal, right? $10 or $10 to have this piece. An action figure with this much detail, 1 little extra accessory, a sword, and 2 hands. If you wanted him for your collection at $10, I'd run out and go get him. I'll tell you that all day long. His head sculpt's really cool. I don't know if I'm too fond of the shoulder pad piece. Sorry, I bumped the camera. I don't know if I'm too fond of that, but I like it. It's cool. I think I would have done it more in a matte or the color of the loincloth. I would have done something more like that. It's got a little bit too much sheen for me. But what's really cool is, look how you see the spirit. Remember how when he got a hold of He-Man's sword and he, you know, asked for the power in a sense, and how that spirit and how he came about. That's a nice touch there, that nice glow. So that's really, really cool. So they did a good job on him. He's probably my favorite out of this bunch, and he poses really well. That's the cool thing. You just set him down and bam, he poses. So, and this is cool too. You could probably open up that hand and like he's got the flame coming out or something, or that ball, flame ball, or that spirit. I don't know how you could do it. Doesn't look like it, but like he's holding it, casting that aura, that spell, you know. So here you have it, guys, and hope you enjoyed this video. Let's see what he stood in at. I think Skelegod's probably a little bit the bigger. Yeah, he's sitting like right around maybe 8 inches. So here you have it. Pretty cool. Kind of sold on it. Didn't want to get into this line. Don't know if I'll get all of them. But for the price point, first series, picking them up at this price range, you know, it was kind of a no-brainer. I feel like I did justice to it in my review. There are pros and cons. Some quick cons on it. They're top heavy. I don't know if the plastic paint and was really thought through on developing them. I do like the fact that their hands and heads are interchangeable real fast. There's no trying to heat them up with the hairdryer or putting them in water, warm water to loosen them up. I mean, it was right from package, boom, bam, pull them out, stick another one in. I do like that feature. Plug and play and go. Not this having to get them wet and soft and all that. So now, does that make them cheaper? I don't know. Are the plastics softer? Yeah. Does it mean popping them in and out, they might wear out quicker? Yeah. But the convenience, if you're not doing that all the time, I think that's a nice little feature, knowing that Mattel made them easily interchangeable like that. So overall, I have issues with He-Man's head sculpt. I'm not, I'm not fond of Skeletor, the new Skeletor design. I like the Skelegod better, obviously. Stinkor's pretty cool. He just doesn't stand very well. And Fisto, actually, for not being able to pose very well, I think he's probably the best proportioned, if you will. And then obviously Skelegod, the detail, everything that you get with it, it's not a bad deal. So thank you, folks. I appreciate you tuning in today. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Remember to hit that notification button up in the right-hand corner. And as always, I will see you in Yesterland.